Hello everyone, welcome to the Tristar Gym channel. Today we're going to be looking at the spinning hook kick, one of the most dangerous maneuvers in martial arts. I want to thank John the Bull Magdesi for helping me with this video. As you guys know, he's one of the best strikers in UFC, very well known for his spinning attacks, and he's going to be fighting Donald Cowboy Cerrone this weekend at the UFC, so please make sure to support and follow him on Twitter. The first part to this kick is the pivot. Okay, watch here. John's gonna have to disguise this pivot. Once you pivot, once you pivot your foot, your lead foot. I'm gonna rewind it here real quick. Once you pivot your lead foot, your opponent knows you're gonna do a spinning attack or side kick. He's gonna get out of range. Okay, the first thing he's gonna want to do is get out of the range. Get out of range. But that's why you saw John camouflage it with some footwork. Okay, but more on the first step. Notice John has to point his heel to the target, and he also has to point his hip to the target, and he also keeps the corner of his eye on the target. This is very important because he has to eventually take his eye off the target just for a split second to throw this kick. So he wants to keep his eyes on that target for the longest time possible, because as soon as he turns his back, his opponent's going to be moving and he has to guess exactly where his opponent's going to be going. Okay, so let's watch this frame by frame. Watch here. As John continues the kick, he's blind. He doesn't know where his opponent is right here. So that 1 second, you want that 1 second where you turn your back to be the shortest possible. Okay, so make sure you keep the corner of your eye on the target as long as possible when you pivot. And of course, because you're turning your back, you have to disguise the kick. So you see here, John is rotating the foot, the hip. He's now already committed to the kick. Whips the leg around. Very powerful kick. And to do that, it's very important to look. He's gonna disguise this motion with some footwork, some feints, and then he's gonna go right into a spin. The feints and footwork are just as equally important as the kick itself. Here's some more footwork. And you see here, John, he's going to fake with it. See, he's going to kind of turn his heel. Oh, he's turning his heel in opposite directions here. And because when you turn your foot in this manner, you could also be side kicking. Your opponent doesn't know exactly what you're doing. So now we see the hip pointed towards the target. Is he going to throw that spinning hook kick? Yes, he is. And that's how you set it up. Okay, so the mechanics are not very difficult. It's just basically camouflaging the pivot, and once you pivot, try to keep your eyes locked on the target for as long as possible. After you've mastered the mechanics, which shouldn't take very long, now it's all about accuracy. John was hitting a big tie pad. I like to hit the all strike. When you hit the all strike, you want to hit it right on the chin. Okay, it's not an easy thing to do. Watch here. I hit it right on the chin. I practice this a lot. I think it's a very important thing to do. I use the all strike quite often. And here it is again. If you hit the guy on the chin, he will drop and he'll be knocked out unconscious. If you look at the knockouts and the highlight footage I put up in the beginning, every guy who got hit on the chin was knocked out cold. There's another one right on the chin. And this is really not easy to do. Try it for yourself. You're going to see this is really difficult. There's one right on the chin again. Very important stuff. And then, of course, to make it hard, I'll have my opponent moving around back and forth. And here I think this right there. This one's a bit of a, this one's a miss. You see, I hit him on the side of the head. Not on the chin, not on the jawline 100%. And maybe you'll knock him out. Maybe you won't. Here's one. I hit the cameraman by accident here a little bit. But watch here. This one's a miss. You know, I hit him on the side of the head. You may or you may not knock him out. There's definitely enough force to still knock him out. But if you want to be 100% sure, you got to hit him right on the chin, just like here. See, this one's right on the chin. So I like to use the all strike. I like to have as much accuracy as possible. This is something that's just as important as the mechanics. Now that you've started to get your mechanics down and your accuracy down, it's time to know when to throw the kick. Okay, here are the tactics you want to memorize. First, you want to be in punching range when you throw a spinning hook kick. Okay, so watch here. I'm punching my opponent. I could touch him. Now, sometimes it's hard for me to get an angle on my opponent. I'm going to throw the spinning hook kick. So watch here. We're boxing. We're in boxing range. I'm going to throw the spinning hook kick. That's the equivalent of flanking your opponent. Now watch here, I didn't change my distance. I'm still able to kick him with a spinning hook kick because I lean back. Okay, so it's real simple here. Here's the axis. Okay, I just want to lean back and create space. Once you lean back, you create enough space for a kick. So I was in punching range, but I'm kicking. Real simple stuff. Okay, nothing too complicated from here. From punching range, I'm disguising my spinning hook kick with a left hook. The secret is to just lean back and put all your power behind that kick. That kick could be a very devastating kick. My opponent thinks we're boxing, and I throw a spinning hook kick. Okay, real simple stuff. Now here's me cutting off the ring in a very horrible fashion on purpose, okay? And I'll tell you why. Sometimes we do this just to set up a spinning hook kick. Now watch here. If I were to do a spinning hook kick, I would have to rotate 180 degrees and land right on my target right here. Okay, but when my opponent is circling away from my power side, see, he's doing the right thing. We're all trained to circle away from the power side. That's my power side. And then we're told that we have to cut off the power side and meet him halfway and knock him out. But sometimes you can just let your opponent go. Okay, watch here what I'm gonna do. As my opponent's circling away from my power side, he's circling right into my spinning heel kick. Okay, we do this all the time. This is a beautiful technique. And you see here, my opponent, he's circling away, and sometimes my opponent's got fast footwork, and I want to cut him off with my kick because I just can't corner him with my legs. You know, this is a good maneuver to do against guys who have very, very good footwork. You got to chase him down with kicks. You guys all remember the first guy to beat Machida was Shogun, and he was using a lot of kicks. Every time Machida tried to move around with his footwork, he would just cut him off with a tight kick. So here's me doing it in practice here. Watch. I'm gonna close the distance. I'm going for the right hand. What's my partner gonna do? I turn the corner on him. I shifted. I'm behind him. I'm attacking with the right hand. I'm attacking from perfect safety here. And now look, he's gonna do the right thing. He's gonna move away from my power side. Look here. I can't touch him with a hook. I can't touch him with the right hand. He's using his footwork. He's escaping away from the power side. But look, he's going right into spinning hook kick, crocodile tail, right into it. Now, of course, in practice, we never hit to the face, never put the heel to the face in practice. That is way too dangerous, okay? Lastly, this is my son Noah, 5 years old, doing spinning hook kick. And the last thing about this tutorial is do this kick when you're young. Teach the kids to generate power. It's a great movement to develop athleticism. It's not too difficult for them to learn. It's a little bit tricky to teach. If you guys want a tutorial on how to teach the kids to do spinning hook kick, please let me know and I'll put one up. It's an excellent technique for youngsters, so I recommend it highly. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.